At narito na naman ang mainit na balita mula sa mundo ng politika. Si Senador Sen.Marcoleta, kilala sa kanyang matapang na pananalita, ay muling umarangkada ngayon naman ay laban kina President Kuting ng Norte Jr. at First Lady Lizata Nasmags. Sa isang pribadong pagpupulong na umano'y na-leak sa social media, ibinunyag umano ni Marcoleta ang isang lihim at hindi pagkakaunawaan sa loob mismo ng Malacanang. Ayon sa mga impormasyong lumabas, hindi umano nagustuhan ni Senador Marcoleta ang mga desisyon ng administrasyon, lalo na sa mga proyekto at hakbangin na pinamumunuan di umano ng unang ginang. Binanggit pa umano ni Marcoleta na tila nagkakaroon ng shadow leadership sa palasyo kung saan may mga desisyong hindi na dumadaan sa tamang proseso. Isa rin sa kanyang ibinulgar ay ang umano'y kawalan ng transparency sa ilang infrastructure at media-related deals. Marin namang itinanggi ng kapo ng Pangulo ang mga paratak. Ayon sa tagapagsalita ng palasyo, walang katotohanan ng mga binunyag ni Marcoleta at bahagi lamang ito ng political maneuvering. Samantala, ilang analis ang nagsabing maaaring senyalis ito ng lumalalim na hidwaan sa pagitan ng mga dating magkaalyado at posibleng may koneksyon ito sa nalalapit na eleksyon sa 2025. Patuloy ang pagbabantay ng taong bayan sa isyung ito lalo't tumataas ang tensyon sa loob ng gobyerno. Sa mga darating na araw, inaasahang magsasalita si Senador Marcoleta sa isang press conference upang linawin pa ang kanyang mga pahayag. Samantala, pananatiling tikom ang bibig ng Pangulo at unang ginang. Abangan natin ng susunod na kabanata sa kontrobersyang ito na tila may mas malalim pang kwento sa likod ng mga pahayag. At yan nga ang mga balitang ating pagkakatutukan, at kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking channel ay huwag kakalimutang mag-like, share and subscribe para updated ka sa aming mga bagong balita dito sa TATAK Pinas.
Dito. Sir, kung sino ka man, buong Pilipinas, kilala ka, kung sino ka, hindi kita kailangang pangalanan, alam na natin lahat, nangihingi ka pala ng 300 million pesos. Akala mo kung nagsalita ka, akala mo ang banal-banal mo, isa ka palang kurap. Nakausap itong
Kurap! Banal-banalan pero kurap. Maraming ganyan, yung apelido pa nila mga ano pa akala mo talagang di makabasa ang pinggan, di ba? 300 million is 300 million, higa nga. Di ba? Lalo na kung incumbent yan. Tapos naambunan doon sa mga ayuda scheme nitong si Tamba. O pumirma doon sa impeachment ni BP Sara. Imagine, 150 million. Tapos yung ayuda scheme nitong si Tamba, kada pumupunta ka, 777, di ba? Kung ikaw ang, kung sa'yo yun, yung distrito mo, sa sorti mo yun, magsosorti ka sa distrito mo, 150 million. Di isang sorti at isang pirma lang na impeachment, ay pambayad ka na sa makapangyarihang nila lang na yan, dyan sa Comelec. May 300 million ka na, anak na to. Sino kaya yung congressman na yan? Ang dami ho niyang pera. Pero sa tingin ko, hindi siya nagbayad. Kasi kung nagbayad siya, panalo siya at hindi siya magpupunta sa Comelec ngayon.
pangyarihang taong ito doon sa Comelec. At yung taong yun sa Comelec ay tinanong kung ilan ang botante niya sa kanyang distrito at sinabi niya 300,000 po. At sinabi ng taong makapangyarihan na to, kailangan mo ng 300 million pesos para dyan. Wow! Hindi ba yon implicit na panghingi ng 300 million pesos na bribe? Hindi ba iyon implicit na pagbili ng boto na 1,000 pesos kada botante? Mas tipid pa kaysa sa actual vote buying. Kaya pala, kung titignan natin yung mga circumstances, sinasabi nila na yung mga nanalong mga kandidato na may suspetsya silang nanloko ay hindi na nag-effort na mangampanya at hindi na rin nag-effort na bumili ng boto dahil mas mahal bumili ng boto on the ground kaysa magbayad dito sa korap na opisyal na ito na ating gobyerno na ang presyo lamang ay 1,000 kada vote. Dapat siyang mapakulong ng napakahabang panahon.
You are mentioning kanina si Public Chairman George Garcia?
Hindi ko sinasabi na siya yung tao na yun. Pero taong bayan, alam niyo na kung sino yung tao na yun. Hindi ko sinasabi.
Ito naman siya, pa-suspense ka pa. Pero masaya ako, nakasama ka namin dito sa laban na to. Kasi yung naging kilala na siya, di ba? Kumbaga naging pagka nakita nila pagmumukha nitong si Atty. Harold Respicio, yan si Atty. Harold. Yan yung panahon ng kampanya. Nakikipagbardago lang kay George Garcia. Ayos yan. Saludo, sir, ha? Saludo, sir. Saludo. Masaya kami nakasama ka pa rin namin dito sa laban na to na magkaroon ng totoong reforma kung paano bumoto ang ating mga kababayan sa mga susunod na eleksyon.
Sabi na si Chairman George Garcia yun, at hindi ko rin itinatanggi na siya iyon.
Pero bukas malalaman ako.
Malalaman niyo po dahil magkakaroon po kayo ng kopya ng petisyon at yan po ay part ng mga aligasyon ng magsasampa ng kaso bukas ng petitioner. Itong taong ito na makapangyarihan.
Ayun na mga kababayan, matindi ho yan, no? Kasi it's about time, higa nga. Ano na ho yan, kumbaga, ano na yan, kailangan na ho natin yung pag-usapan ngayon. Matindi-tinding korupsyon ho ang nangyari noong nagdaang eleksyon. Kaya yung COMELEC na yan, nako, hindi ho niyan binabantayan ang inyong mga boto. Pinagkakakitaan ho ng COMELEC na yan. Maniwala ho kayo sa hindi, pinagkakakitaan ho ng COMELEC ang boto na sambayan ng Pilipino. Mag-aalok ka ng 300 million yan. Hindi mo na kailangan ng hacker, hindi mo na kailangan ng IT expert. Paano, meron pa ba mas expert kay sa COMELEC? Di ba? Wala na mas expert pa dyan. Dito sa bahagi ng video natin na to, punta naman ho tayo dito sa mga mga naduwag nung nakita ho nila yung listahan ng mga abogado nitong si VP Sara. Itong mga prosecutor nitong si Tamba dyan sa impeachment nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte.
And congratulations to your win, for your
very
victory. Okay, last I checked, the House chose not to receive the articles of impeachment from the Senate. Can you tell me what is the status now? Has it been received? Tinanggap niyo na ho ba? Congresswoman
the
Bell.
official answer would be we deferred the acceptance of the articles because we wanted to clarify some matters pertaining to the directives of the Senate Impeachment Court.
So, pagsabihin po natin sa Tagalog, paano ho yun? Hindi nyo pa tinatanggap, pinagpapaliban nyo pa po
yung pagtanggap.
ang pagtanggap. Pending, no? Dahil gusto nyo ng
Malinawagan.
sa ibinigay ng mga instructions ng Senado. All right. So, deferred acceptance. You're supposed to file a motion for clarification, hindi ho ba?
We will file pleadings in the coming days, whether it's motion or manifestation, but definitely we will file.
Okay.
But for now, we are awaiting the answer from the summons, from the writ of summons given to the Vice President. She has 10 days, non-extendable period of 10 days to file her answer, and we have 5 days, non-extendable period of 5 days to submit our reply.
Congressman Joel, does that include weekends? Yung 10 days?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think June 11 ang umpisan, di
Yes,
ba?
from the date of receipt of the summons.
Okay, so from the date of receipt, let's assume that's June 11 to the office of the Vice President, or maybe June 12, maybe a day after. So that's 10 days. Lagay po natin sa 22.
So 22 is Sunday, I think. So 23 naman.
Okay. So supposed to be by Monday, dapat may sagot na po sa summons yung
Yes.
office ni Vice
Yes.
President. And then, yung kanilang sagot ho ba, ifo-forward sa inyo? Tama ho ba yun?
We will be furnished a copy, like in any other case. All parties will be furnished
Copy
copies
Copy
of the
furnish.
answer.
And then you have 5 days upon receipt
Yes.
Yes.
of the response of the Vice President
Yes.
to
Make a reply. It is our option. So, if we want to make a reply, or siguro, pwedeng hindi na.
ano ho yung nilalaman nitong summons? What are we expecting to be part of the summons?
The summons would be a directive to the accused or the impeached official to answer the charges in the articles of impeachment. So she has 10 days to answer, while we have 5 days within which to file a reply. And for our part, the reply is an answer to any issues that she may raise in her answer.
And 5 araw lang pong ibinibigay sa inyo para sagutin yung sagot ng Office of the Vice President.
Yes.
Okay. And then let's go back to my previous question. You were saying a while ago that you will wait for the summons first, for the reply rather of the summons from the Vice President to be copy furnished to the House Prosecution Panel.
Yes.
And then, is that the time thereafter that you plan to submit this pleading, whether it be a motion or manifestation for clarification?
Well, we're discussing that with the rest of the prosecutors.
Hindi pa sigurado yun.
Lahat kasi siyempre, we try to be very careful, di ba? So, we are discussing every moves na gagawin namin. So, let's see.
So to be clear, kahit na po sinasabi ninyo na you want clarification, hindi pa po kayo talaga nakapagdedesisyon kung kayo po ay magpa-file ng pleading regarding this clarification.
Yes.
Well, wala naman po kasing sinubmit na period or deadline eh. So, at least mapag-aralan muna namin na maayos what are the options, mga possible options namin, and what are the possible pleadings na tingin namin na mas maganda.
I know you said that you're being quite careful about this. And maybe before I go to that question that I was thinking of asking you, why are you being careful?
Well, first, it's because we know that the remand or the return of the articles and the directives to comply with the Senate impeachment court aren't found in any law. They're not in the Constitution. They're not in the Senate impeachment court rules. That's why it's actually a little difficult for the prosecutors to comply right away, because we might be saying that what they did was correct, even if these are
By responding.
even if these aren't found in the Constitution and in the Senate rules. So we have to be very careful.
Understandable, because there will be experts who will say that wala po talagang return to sender sa
Correct.
Article 11 of the 1987
Yes.
Constitution. However, there's also a framer of the Constitution, Justice Ascuna, who actually said there was nothing really wrong with that. My co-anchor, Willard Cheng, was able to interview him. Let's play a portion of that interview if we have it, or if not, I'm going to read it. Do we have that? Okay, I'll just read it first. He says it's novel and allowable act under the Constitution. The certifications asked for will ensure the continuation of the trial in the 20th Congress. That's one train of thought.
Yes.
Meron din po yung isa na sinasabing wala po nahanap na ganito sa 1987 Article 11 of the Constitution.
Exactly.
Let's name them, the former Chief Justice
A lot of them
Renato
said
Puno,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
and some other lawyers.
Huwag ka sumabay. Ito talagang parang ikaw yung kapatid mo eh. Kaya natalo yang si Zamora, yan si Pami Zamora, dyan sa pasabat-sabat niya na yan eh. Nagsasalita yang si Ma'am Pinky Web. Huwag ka sumabat. Pakinggan muna natin sinasabi ng... Pag tinanong ka, sumagot ka. Lang yan.
Lawyers, no? Binabangga ko lang, not in a bad way, siguro
Yes.
yung dalawang justices ng Supreme Court. So, how do you move forward with something like this? Siyempre, iba-ibang abogado, iba-iba po yung interpretasyon.
And that's why we're trying to be careful. Because if you will read the content of the Constitution, it provides that trial shall proceed forthwith. So when you say proceed, means to move forward, not backward. Diba? So, but of course, we do not want to be misinterpreted by the impeachment court in such a way that we do not want them to, baka mamaya isipin nila, we're trying to defy their orders, diba? Their orders. So, we're just trying to weigh all our options.
But it's been how many days? Maybe, has it been like 4, 5, 6 days since
Yes,
that order?
since when?
Your non-reply, would that be tantamount to the Senate impeachment court thinking that you are defying their order?
Wala namang deadline na sinabit eh.
Yes. We always say that we're not defying. We're in fact following the provisions of the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution. And to some who allege that we're the ones who are delaying the proceedings, well, we've been saying that since February, we've been preparing for trial. We've been practicing, preparing pleadings weekly. We've been studying for it.
Halatang ano ho sila talagang pinag-aandaan ho nila yung mga makakasagupa nila diyan sa impeachment na yan, mga kababayan. Hindi bigati naman ho kasi. Mabibigat ho yung mga abogado. Yan mismo umamin na ho yang si Zamora na talagang todo-todo ang paghahanda nila para sagupain yung defense. Hindi ho, sila nga dapat ay yung tipong sila bibira dyan, si prosecutor sila eh. O eto sagutin nyo, eto si BP Sara hindi depensa. Pero sa tingin ko yung mga nasa defense panel nito ay napachill-chill lang sila. Diba? Kasi alam nila lahat ng ibabato nitong si Zamora wala akong kwenta.
So there's it's quite unfair to accuse us of delay in this scenario where we're asked to submit documents which are not even required by the Constitution or the Senate rules.
And for many instances, I've actually interviewed you both, Congressman Joel here in the studio, and you have always been saying that if you had it your way, the trial should have proceeded back.
We have been consistent with our statement.
Pag-usapan po natin yung hinihingi ng impeachment court. Dalawa po yun. Certification number 1, that you did not violate the 1-year ban, the 1-year rule on impeachable officers. No? And the second one is that basically for easier understanding, that the 20th Congress will pursue what the 19th Congress did. Let's go to the first one. Why is there a need to certify that you did not violate the 1 ban rule? Because if you violated that, why would you even pass that 4th impeachment complaint?
Exactly. The mere fact that we transmitted the articles of impeachment to the Senate is a certification in itself that we complied with the rules of the House, with the rules of the Senate, the Constitution. The House of Representatives wouldn't break the law, wouldn't disregard the provisions of the Constitution just to file the articles of impeachment. We have 215 congressmen who signed that, and we would like...
Ako ba? Yung tipong sold sila doon sa 150 congressman. Di umano nagkabayaran daw ng tag 150 million, madam. Huwag nyo na, nakakahiya lang ho. Inamin na mismo nitong si congressman, yung campaign manager ng alyansa. Di ba, inamin na niya na meron talagang binigay na pabor doon sa mga pumirma. Nagkaroon ng bayaran ho ng pagpirma niya. Kaya huwag kayo masyadong proud. 250 congressman na pumirma, kabalbalan talaga nito.
I like to believe that everyone understood what their signatures
215
meant.
plus 20. Meron pa pong 20 na humabol.
Nadagdag, yes.
More than 1/3 of what is required.
Definitely more
But
than one.
maybe if they are saying that you did not violate it, I guess my question is, would you actually say that you violated it? I think it's asking the wrong... My 2 cents is, it's asking the wrong people.
Exactly.
You're asking the
Yes.
people who forwarded this impeachment complaint to the Senate to tell them that you did the right thing. Why would you say that you didn't do the right thing? Why would you say that
Exactly.
what you did was illegal? I guess that's just my question. Would you know?
That's her question as well.
Okay.
That's why at first, initially, we wanted to file clarificatory questions, but of course, we are trying to study all the possible legal repercussion of the motions or manifestations that we're going to file.
But what's to clarify about that? Yun po yung tanong ko. I'm really trying to understand the situation.
What's next?
if you do that?
Yes. Because we're supposed to, we were invited upon the order of the Senate President last June 2. And then it was moved to June 11. And then this motion or this resolution happened. So we're just a little bit confused. Ano nang susunod?
You didn't see this coming, did you? Kasi yung mga
Well,
options na tinitingnan, pwedeng i-dismiss, sinabing wala nang, di ba? Hindi naisip. Did you guys really honestly think that there would be a motion to return the articles of impeachment to the House?
Because what is stated in the Constitution is to proceed with the trial.
We would like to believe that the senator judges were following the law, the Constitution. So that's where confusion comes
Lies.
from. Yes.
There was an interview, I think it was with the Senate President, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, pasensya na kayo kasi ang dami din talagang interviews, no? And it was actually talking about the problem in the House, wherein obviously there were 3 previous
Yes.
impeachment complaints. Again, balikan po natin. One, December 2. The next one, December 4. The third one, December 19. That you did not act on. You acted on the fourth impeachment complaint, which was filed February 5, or roughly 2 months
Yes.
after the first impeachment complaint. So could that be the reason for the certification that you did not violate the 1-year ban? Because apparently it says in the House rules that the impeachment complaint should be immediately forwarded to the Speaker of the House and calendar.
Actually, Ms. Pinky, it's good that we can explain what happened in the House. And, well, first, I can assure you that it was above board. Everything was above board. So the first impeachment complaint was filed on December 2. And under the Constitution, we have 10 session days within which to include it in the order of business. So all of the first 3 impeachment complaints were included in the order of business on February 5, which is the 10th session day.
Even yung December 2, yung 10th session day niya was Feb 5?
Yes. So we are counting session days and
Yes,
not
yes.
Because
calendar
December
days.
3
Yes.
is session number 27. And and February 5 is session number 37. At 36? 36 ba?
I don't quite get that. But basically what you're telling me, pasok po yung 10,
Pasok siya.
Yes, pasok siya sa 10 session
yung
days.
February 5?
Yes.
10
Yung
session.
2 months
We're
after?
talking about session
Opo, I
days.
understand that. Oh, kasi marami ho kayong break, etc.
Yes.
Hindi ho ba?
There are periods or
And
there are
sorry, yung
days.
session days niya is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some days when, because of what's calendared in the order of business, they have to merely suspend and not adjourn sessions. So, 10th session day yung February 5. So, it was calendared on that day.
You're saying if that is brought up, pasok pa po yung sinasabing 10 days
So,
na yun.
actually, it's good that we are able to clarify this. And I hope that they are able to understand the proceedings in the House of Representatives.
I guess the problem, Congressman Joel, is also the often remark that we've heard from the Secretary General that hindi pa po ipinapasa sa office ni Speaker ang impeachment complaint kasi nakikiusap pa yung ibang mga congressman. Pinag-aaralan pa nila ito. Or, if I remember correctly, baka may isa pang impeachment complaint. So parang ang lumalabas po talaga, natenga po siya sa office ni SecGen.
Well, actually, in the first place, wala namang period na...
Antindi, di ba? Pinag-aaralan nila yung naunang 3, yung tipong kinikilatis pa nila, pero pagpasok ng 4, wala nang aral-aral, pero makagad. Ganun to. Ang haba ng panahon, yung 3 pinag-aaralan nila. Ngayon, nung pinasok yung pang-4, wala nang aral-aral, pero malahat ng mga congressman, ganyan ho sila manloko dyan sa House of Representatives. Di ba? Napakawawalang hiya nila.
binibigay si SecGen ang batas as long as pasok ka doon sa requirement. So, kasi ang mangyayari niyan ganito. pag dapat yung unang final, isasabit mo na agad automatic. So mangyayari niyan, every time na lang na magkakaroon ng every year, pagkakakampi ka ng Pangulo or ng kahit sino man, magpa-file ka na lang ng impeachment, whether may laman o wala, para pumasok dun sa 1-year ban.
Opo, para hindi matuloy ang
Yes.
kahit
So
anong
magiging
mangyari.
magiging